Okay, back here with another video. I haven't done a video for you guys in a while. What I'm going to show you how to do is how to tear your door panel apart so you can recover it. Okay. After you pull your door panel off your car, you're going to have your tabs in there, these little plastic tabs. So just go ahead and pull those out. Now, you have these little screws in here, like this, which hold on your handle and parts of your little, I guess it would be speaker guard or back guard, whatever that is on the back part, don't know. But with these plastic tabs here, okay, you're going to want your drill, a drill bit actually, about this size, and it's going to fit basically right over that plastic tab. So I'll get to that part here in a little bit. Another thing that you need to know is after you get all of that said and done, you get your bolts pulled out and you're getting ready to drill out your plastic, I guess those would be rivets. This part right here, which is where your window sits, is your, I guess a window guard of some sort, but it just pulls right out. So pull that out, and then you're pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to set this off to the side here for a second. And you got this little lip right here that you're pretty much not going to want to cover after everything's said and done, because you can see this little line right here. See that dirt line right there? So you can cover your material all the way up to that line, but you're still going to have to cut it off a little bit before then. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to pull out these screws. I'm going to take out most of those plastic rivets, and I will be back to show you more on how I do it. Okay, so I got a good majority of those little plastic rivets drilled out of there. One thing you're going to really want is make sure your drill bit is nice and sharp. This one's a little dull, but it still works. So this is what you do when you're drilling out these little plastic rivets right here. You just want to put it right there like that. Tap it a little bit. Make sure it pops off like that. Okay, so you got that one there. And then inside here you got a couple of rivets, as you see right there. I'll get to those in a second. But basically you just want to zap it a couple times. You don't want to go too deep, otherwise you're going to screw up your holes right here. And you'll see why you don't want to screw those up here in a second. Let me finish popping the rest of these out, and I'll show you how to pull this apart. Okay, now that is all ready to go, and your pieces start to come apart like this. You got a little tab right here, and this is I forgot to mention the first part, this is an 09 door panel. Most all door panels are probably going to be about the same. If not, they're in theory all basically relatively the same with your rivets. Some have more screws in them than whatnot, but let me get a screwdriver real fast to pop that out of there so I don't break it. So if you got a little piece like this one that's giving you hard fits, you just pop it out of there like that. And this process also works if you have broken tabs or whatever. You'll see why I drilled them out here in a second. And then right here on the 09 you have a little tab right there that you want to press in. Pop it out. Another one right there. Another one right there. That pops out just like that. Then you got most of your door panel right there. And then pop it apart just like that. And that's your basic door panel right there. Now when you're ready to put it all back together, well, yeah. When you're all ready to put it back together, I'll show you here in a second on why you drilled out the holes and what you can do to put it back together. Okay, as I was talking about what you need to do after you want to put it all back together after everything is said and done, As you can see, I got my suede here on my panels. This is the other back side. I think this is the driver's side door panel. No, actually passenger side door panel, sorry. But the one I was working on was the driver's side. So when you flip it over, all those plastic tabs that you drilled out, you want to put your screws back in there to hold it back in place, okay? So I got two different types of screws that I like to use, okay? So I got the number 10. Wood or metal, it doesn't really matter. I prefer wood because they have a bigger thread pattern on them. So the wood ones for the deep bolts like this and like that are going to be your 3/4 or 19.1 millimeter. And most all your other majority of ones is going to be the 12.7 millimeter or a half. Okay, so that's the bolts or the screws I like to use to put everything back together with, as you can see. So once all that comes off and you got all your stuff over there and you're getting ready to put it back together, as you can see, this part right here, that piece I pulled out earlier, is also, it's a little harder to put it in there, but you can see how it slides out, and that part is important to put back in there because that's your window guard and everything, so you can see how it slides in and out. But basically that's how you're going to put your door panel back together after you're said and done.